as a car enthusiast here myself, driving the Genesis back from the dealership. I don't get a lot of time here, but we had to take the Genesis in. It's got 81,000 miles. Cost $604.95 here for the parts to fix my replacement of my backup camera. So this is a 2012, and the backup camera just decided to fail on me one day, which was too bad. But so I waited about a month and a half or two to kind of figure out what I wanted to do, and decided to take it to the dealer, get it fixed. I want to keep this car a little while here, and it works fine now. But besides the sunroof issue, that is the only other issue I've had with this vehicle, and I've owned it now for just about 10,000 miles, over a year and a half now, and it's the first major issue I've had with it. I have to get tires at some point, but I'm not too worried about it. So overall, pretty impressed with this vehicle. Also, what I did have done yesterday, I was going to throw on a pair of Flowmaster FX exhausts. I can't remember what the part number is. I'll put it in the description. But those did not work off of a forum that I read online. So my car guy, who is excellent at his job, he does all of my work on my truck as well. And now this, he had I believe it was just a straight through system that he put on there. I don't know if it was a chambered exhaust. All I wanted was just the muffler, basically. I didn't want to spend all the money on the exhaust, so I ended up just buying the FX by Flowmaster mufflers. The problem was they didn't fit, so I don't remember what the brand name was. I'll try to get the information from them, but I like them. It's a nice rumble when it starts up. It lets you know that this has a V8. It's exactly what you want in terms of a good sounding vehicle. Now, we're just going to drive here and we're going to listen to the drone at 80 miles an hour. It's not terrible. You get a lot of wind noise. That's actually one complaint about mine. I believe I've been in other vehicles, including my Ford Fusion Sport that I had before this. Another awesome, fantastic car, all-wheel drive. That didn't have quite as much wind noise as this vehicle did. Granted, we are going into a north wind right now, and we are heading north, so that doesn't help there, but... So more of that engine drone. I mean, it's really not noticeable. It's honestly less noticeable than my truck. So I really like it. It really gives the 5.0 an engine noise. It makes it feel like you're not driving an electric vehicle for once. Honestly, not necessarily in the new Genesises where they have that 5.0, same 5.0 engine in them in the G90 and the old G80s. I do believe they needed to have some sort of an exhaust on this vehicle here to kind of bring it to life, since this is Hyundai's version of a racing type vehicle with 430 horsepower. So they should have did this right away. I believe this is a chambered muffler on it, and it sounds really good. When you get on it, it sounds exactly as you would expect it to sound. It's not like my truck. It doesn't have a lot of throatiness to it, but where it really shines is that low RPM, so say 2,500 and under. When you step on it, you don't hear as much of it. You hear more of the actual engine itself, but that's okay. Again, this isn't like a Camaro or a V-Series or a Challenger Charger with a Hemi in it. this is an executive class sports car, so you don't need it to be super, super loud. But I think it sounds really good. I'm pretty impressed with it, and would definitely recommend getting some sort of exhaust system on your Genesis, but not overly loud either. But I'll do a startup video as well, and kind of explain to you, what it sounds like there, and if I like it or not, which I already do. But yeah, overall, pretty impressed with the vehicle still. I mean, 81,000 miles for my second vehicle besides my truck. I really thoroughly like it. Would definitely buy another Genesis. I think when the time comes here, and I keep my truck, I think I'm going to keep that. I'm not going to go electric. I'm not sure what Dodge has out for their electric vehicles, or what they will have out, I should say. Believe they're going to announce them in August. But I'm really half tempted to not go electric and buy like a Genesis or something like that. Genesis G70 in specific, because the value proposition is the best out there, maybe besides an RT Scat Pack in a Charger. But I don't know if I want to pay all that money in gas since I already have a truck. And B, the handling of it is excellent. I mean, it's a true sports car, just like this car here. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do yet here, but that's a little ways down the line. This still has a lot of life in it, and we're definitely going to use that. There we go. Not a bad acceleration note by any means here. Not overly loud. It's mostly, like I said, mostly loud up to that 2,500 RPM point here, but once you get to past 2,500 RPMs, it really sounds normal. So, you know what? That's okay with me. I mean, it costs under $100 for the mufflers. It's like $90, and the installation was $140. So I've got under $250 into it. And to me, I'd say it's very, very well worth it. Occasionally the drone on the highway, on the interstate, gets a little loud, but I don't do a lot of interstate driving anymore. It's mostly a lot of your typical county roads or state roads. So yeah, I don't really have to worry about that as much. But right now, this isn't going to be able to pick it up, but I hear a little bit of it, and that's a good enough sound for me, especially for this vehicle. Maybe if I own a Scat Pack and SRT or something like that, I would think about throwing a different exhaust on, but again, those probably sound good as they are. So I'm fairly impressed with this. So that drone maybe gets a little annoying, but it's no different than my truck. Yeah, so just a little update here on the Genesis. Again, first major fix on this in 81,000 miles was the backup camera itself that I know of, and I know when I bought the vehicle I was pretty picky about it. So yeah, I can say I'm very thoroughly impressed here with this build quality and just the overall quality of the car itself. So hopefully the backup camera continues to work here, and there's no other issues. But overall, very happy with the exhaust, very happy with the backup camera as of right now.